Good afternoon. It is Masters Weekend. This is before the Masters. Don't worry, we're not going to interrupt your Masters time. But we had a guest that, man, I was excited to get him on, but we had our signals crossed. So you're not going to hear from the Master Larry Block, who's got a story that is documentary worthy. You know, when you look at passing on your legacy and you look at ways to be able to do that, you got to embrace technology to be able to handle some of the cool things that are going on. And Larry, I think, has figured this out. I've known Larry for a little bit, but I didn't know exactly what he was doing until recently. So I asked him to come on the podcast, and we got our just back and forth stuff. Just, with Masters going on this weekend, just was a hectic time. And anyway, he didn't make it, but he's going to be back, I think. So when we get him back, you're going to be able to organize your life and legacy. Let me repeat that. Organize your life and legacy. So why is that important? I'm going to give you 3 reasons. 1, we're not going to all live forever. And there'll be a time when we're going to leave this earth. And when we leave this earth, we want to recognize that life mattered. And when that's the case, you want to pass on that story, that legacy, so your kids and your next generation can enjoy the wisdom, the lessons, and the life that you led. So we're all going to go someday. So people that say, I'll get to it, kind of like Wanda Pearson yesterday, the will. We always put it off. Not always, but people do put it off because we don't want to think about that day. But it's going to come because everybody is going to leave us. And if you don't think you're going to leave us, then you're just kidding yourself. So the number one thing is leave a legacy for your kids, for your grandkids, for the people that mean the most in your life. Now, the second thing is your story is only your story. Now, what do I mean by that? You're the only one that has a story that's unique to you. And if you don't tell it, it goes with you and nobody knows it. So that opportunity to really put that in a place where people can enjoy it. I've heard, well, I don't have that exciting of a story. That's because you've lived it and you don't know how exciting it is. But for those that have not lived your life, it is exciting. What you have to share is important. And don't discount that fact because we live our life on earth and we try to do the best we can. We're not perfect. Don't pretend to be perfect. And we just do the best. But in there is lessons that we learn. And we want to pass those on. And third, it's possible now. Maybe a few years ago it was harder to do it. Or 10 years ago it was a lot harder to do it. You had to sit down and write. Now you can sit down and talk. You can even sit down and have somebody write it for you. But the main thing is it's easier than ever to leave your legacy. So all these excuses are gone. There's no more excuses. You can't say, I don't have time, because as we get later in life, we have more time. We just don't prioritize it. That's always everything. When people say, I don't have time, well, it's just that you don't want to make it a priority. And the trouble with not making your legacy, your story a priority, you don't have the ability to go back. Once you're gone, you've lost that opportunity. And the real loser in this is your kids and your grandkids. So if you're thinking like when we had Wanda on yesterday, we were talking about a love story, love letter to your kids and your family. We framed it as a will. You have the same thing here. It's a love story to your kids and grandkids and family. And you can do it. Now there is ways to do it. Now Larry will be on. Let me see if I can get his numbers on here. Let me see. We'll eventually get him back. Okay, hold on here. Hold on. I think I have it here. I might not have. Doggone it. Okay, let me see if I can put it up here on the screen. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can. Yes, I can. Okay, I'm going to put Larry's information up here. All right. So hold on here. Just bear with me a little bit. I'm a one-person operation. All right, hold on. Let me get this right. There we go. That's right. Larry Block. Okay, Larry Block will be back on. He'll be explaining a lot to you. So until we get Larry on, I'm going to put his phone number up there. And so when you call him, tell him you missed him on the podcast. Oops, there we go. And I'm going to give let me see, email. Yes. Larry at, okay, Beyond the Box. No, let me see. Hold on here. He's got a couple things going on. Yeah, let's just do the main one. Larry at Beyond. Hold on here. Thank you for listening. Nobody's listening anyway, so I look up there. Let me see. Hold on here. Let me try to do two things at once. Beyond the Out Box. Okay, I'm getting there. One-handed, can type and talk. Okay, let's see. Beyond. Did I spell that right? Okay, I'm going to make it easier for you, the listener, to be able to read it. Putting capitals where they need to be. How about that? Okay, hold on here. Don't go anywhere. Box, B-O. Wait, outer box. Yeah, there we go. Outer box. Dang. Better than I thought. Okay, there we go. Okay, now, there's Larry's information. That's Larry Block, 404-775-7982. And you can email him at Larry at, ooh, man, I misspelled that one. Hold on here. Bear with me. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Okay. There we go. Hold on. I'm going to spell this thing right. Beyond B. There we go. Doggone, that's okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put it on the ticker tape. Yeah, there we go. So I can talk and finish up. So 404-775-7982 or Larry at Beyond the Out Box. Is that right? Yes, Outbox. He does a couple things, and he's definitely a technology savvy kind of guy. So what do we say? 3 things. If you love your kids, I'm going to really put the heat on you. If you love your kids, get your story done. Call him. Figure out how to do it. He talked about texting you on reminders and things like that. But the main thing is take action, or what do you call it? A call to experience. Your kids are going to love it when they hear your story, when they hear what you've done to take your legacy and continue it on. And the other thing is, it's easier than you think. Technology is really advancing and allows you to not have to go down and write every single every single part of your chapter down. You can actually speak it. When you can speak it, it's faster. And it's very affordable. So I don't know the exact pricing, but it is. So please get a hold of it. And thank you so much for listening. This is Podcast Pete. We're talking to our seniors. Okay, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the Masters. Hope you're your player wins.